So yeah, we've got some new footage of Final Fantasy 15, which is yet to be released. As you can see, he's driving down in the car with his friends, and there's a gas station here on the right hand side. Now if you look carefully, there are some cars over there, and there are some people actually walking, and two people actually by the car talking to each other. There's a few houses over there, and then they just keep driving down this road. You can see this place is massive. It looks like you can go just about anywhere. There's some animals walking around on the right hand side, and here comes another car driving really strangely. I don't know if the guy was drunk or what, but anyway, the car is most likely on autopilot right now, and it's going to stop over here, and the main character along with his friends will be getting out of the car. Now if you look in the distance, it's massive. The area is massive, and everything you can actually see there, you can actually run to it. So if you want to go and touch one of those rocks down there, one of those trees, you can do so. To the right hand side, there seem to be some type of crystal city. Anyway, the guy's running down towards the lake, and there's a bunch of animals here. Actually, in this game, there are some parts where there are so many animals, it's unbelievable that the PlayStation 4 will be able to render all these animals. Then again, we don't know if this footage is ready from that. This is probably being played on a computer right now, and hopefully there will be this amount of animals and so on the console too. One other thing is the main mission for this game will take 40 hours to complete. So obviously if you're doing side missions and so on, it will be a lot longer. So I'm guessing 100 hours or longer, but for the main mission itself, 40 hours. And that's pretty long, and that is pretty good too. These graphics are really good, and here's some of these animals. Of course, you can probably fight any one of these animals if you really want to. They've got giant horns. Look, it's come running after them right now, and they're running for their lives. Look at this one. This one's really strange. It's got a long neck, it's got fur on it, it's got some horns, it's got like a pig nose, and it looks pretty dangerous. I think one swipe of its neck could crush you. But you can see the smaller animals running around, which kind of look like buffaloes in a way. Not really sure what they're called. I'm sure they've all got their own names, and we'll find out about them in the future when the game is released. So yeah, they're running away from these creatures. They're chasing them for some reason. Perhaps they're just protecting the herd. Not really sure. And all of them are running away. They don't really want to fight right now. This guy's really tired. Look at him bending down, trying to catch his breath. And there's a bit of a little fence over here on the side. Anyway, the character carries on running. And there's lots of different grass, and it all seems to look different. So it's not really repeated too much, I don't think. Really done well. Now we're going in more into the forest. There's a little pathway over here and a bunch of trees, some rocks. If you notice at the bottom of their shoes, they all seem to have red at the bottom of their shoes. I guess they've been jumping on bodies and crushing them, and that's why it's red. Maybe they've been kicking the animals to death, because I haven't actually seen them use their weapon at all. Look at these guys, they're like rhinos. So obviously we're not going to fight these rhinos because they're endangered, so that will be a terrible thing to do. And then we'll be poachers, and yeah, probably prosecuted, because this game is kind of in the future in a way, it seems. I mean, if you looked at the cities and so on, looks kind of futuristic. And they were driving a car in the beginning which looked pretty awesome. Anyway, they're running here to this little town, or I don't know what this is. Maybe not. Looks like a power station maybe. Some water over there. The door seems to be shut. Obviously they don't want you to go inside, because then they'd have to put milk in the fridge and so on, and that's a lot of trouble. Wait, is that a cat over there on the floor? Did you see that? There was a little animal over there. It seemed like there was a cat. Anyway, he's running through the grass, quite long. I guess the grass is so long because the game has been in creation for so long, so obviously it's been growing. I mean, how long have they been making this game for? About 7 years or something like that. And they say it's still quite far from completion. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're putting more people on the game, making it go faster. Not really sure what's going to happen. That guy just ran into a tree like an idiot. But, you know, that's his problem. If he wants to run into trees, he can do so. They're actually taking over the main character. I wonder if they really know where they're going, because usually they should be following you, because you are the leader, I think, unless they're trying to maybe take that leadership away from you. Not really sure. Anyway, they're following the path. Don't know why they didn't just use the car to come here, but he's running up this hill. Let's see what is at the top. We can see the crystal city down there. I think it's a crystal city, not really sure what it is. He just stopped to take a little break, or maybe to look at the view. Now it is getting a little bit dark, so hopefully we get to see him use the flashlight, but this video has almost come to an end. Just stay to the real end and you'll see him use the flashlight. Goodbye, take care, enjoy. Yeah, What am I saying? I'm so glad you decided to stay to the end of the video. Now you get to see him using the flashlight. And what have we got here? A giant snake with a human head. Obviously they're not going to fight that because that would be crazy. And we have little goblins. Don't know what they're doing here. Guess they don't really have a home. And so they're just running around in the darkness because they are kind of dark creatures. So here we find a path. Let's follow the path, and what will we get? A road. If you can see down there in the distance, not too far away. He's getting closer, and yes, he's at the road, so you can feel kind of safe. Now it looked like something was on fire over there. Not really sure. His friends have come. They've like, finally we've found the road. And here comes one goblin. Shouldn't have come. Obviously using blade. Some action. Yes, we haven't seen action at all in this whole video, and finally we got to see him get cut up. And now we can search his body. His body's gone. So it looks like we won't get to